Injured in a car crash? Who is going to pay these medical bills? If you are injured in a motor vehicle collision and need medical attention, there are going to be medical bills. And these bills add up fast. The typical ambulance bill in Indiana starts at $1,000 plus so many dollars per mile the ambulance actually travels. The average ER visit in Indiana is just under $2,000. And if you need x-rays, medical testing, or surgery, well, it's going to get expensive fast. And it's not fair. You didn't ask to be in a car crash. You didn't want to be in a collision. You didn't want to have to deal with somebody else's carelessness, but now you have to. And when the bills start coming, it's natural to wonder who is going to pay these medical bills. Ultimately, the at-fault party will be responsible for the medical bills. However, when tied to a personal injury case, getting money with a settlement or jury verdict can take time. Oftentimes, it can take a year or more. It's important to know that an attorney cannot stop your medical bills from going into collections. But there's good news. There are other avenues that can help your bills not go into collections and get these medical bills paid. The first option, and in my opinion, the best option, is to use your own automobile insurance. Now you may be thinking to yourself, I didn't cause this crash. Why would my automobile insurance be on the hook to pay these bills? That's a good question. I mean, it really is. But many auto policies today have what is called a medical payments clause, or what we commonly call MedPay. Essentially, MedPay is built into your policy to help you in events just like an auto collision. These MedPay policies will allow a certain amount of money for medical expenses that you incur. Not all policies have MedPay. In fact, you have to actually add it on to your policy. But if you have automobile insurance, you probably have MedPay. The most common amount of MedPay that I see is $5,000 or $10,000. But I've seen MedPay as low as $1,000, and I've seen it as high as $100,000. Now, the benefits of using MedPay is that it's often pretty quick and easy to get the bills paid, and there's no deductible to meet before the MedPay kicks in. The bad part about using MedPay? Well, the maximum amount of MedPay available is going to be the amount indicated in your policy. And this money will have to be paid back at the end of the case if you obtain a settlement or verdict against the person who caused the collision. Now, the second option is using your own health insurance. Health insurance is a major asset for when you're involved in an injury case because they will be able to pay the money to the medical providers. That will cause your bills to stay out of collections. This is also true for Medicare and Medicaid. If you have health insurance, use it. You pay for health insurance exactly for reasons such as a car crash. Now, the bad part of using health insurance, you likely will have to meet your deductible, which, depending on your policy, could be very high. And just like MedPay, this money will have to be paid back at the end of the case, whether that's a settlement or a verdict, against the person who caused the collision. Now, the final way to get help with medical bills is to simply pay them out of pocket. Now, this is obviously the least attractive way of doing this because you have to pay it out of pocket for treatment that you didn't want, that was caused because of somebody else's carelessness. If you decide to pay for your medical treatment out of your own pocket, keep track of everything. Receipts, your attorney is going to need that in order to make a claim as part of your case. Super important to keep detailed receipts of all of this stuff. So, if you've been in an auto crash and the bills are starting to mount up, there are options to get the bills paid. And we can help. In fact, we love helping people. And we love getting justice for those hurt by the carelessness of others. If you have any questions, give us a call, 317-632-3642. Be safe and watch out for each other.